And I was like, hopefully me doing this is gonna make her be like, all right, here, take your son. You feel me? It's not the case.
Alright, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? Your boy back again. Now, before we get started, let me go ahead and let y'all know right now, I got this Invisalign in, so I might sound a little weird today, but it is what it is. We still about to drop this fire. Let me go ahead and play this little clip right quick. If you've been watching me for more than a week, y'all probably already seen me use this clip a few times, and I'm going to continue to use this clip because this is the answer to so many of the relationship problems that people are dealing with today, bro. So let's go ahead.
Made me see, and it wasn't just her. It was the responses that I got from breaking up with her from a lot of women. And I realized that she was the one that made me realize that women are totally entitled and lazy. It might appear that women are not lazy because they do the bulk of the housework and all this stuff. It might appear that they're not lazy. But the only reason that they're doing that is because they're trying to force men to see that they don't need any other woman. Like, women voluntarily take on all of the responsibilities so that she can say that my man don't need no other woman. So this is self-inflicted. She's not doing it because it's got to be done. She's doing it to control the man. So when it comes to the modern, quote unquote, woman, the modern woman, I'm realizing that, wait a minute, you want me to stop? I'm trying to go to an interview and you're making me late.
Okay, now y'all see what she said. Y'all probably wondering, like, what does that have to do with the baby mama situation? Well, just be patient. It's about to all make sense. Now, y'all see this DDG situation and how people are starting to take his side because they see what happened. But this is one of the first times that I've seen this, bro. Most of the time, when a celebrity gets into it with his baby mama, his wife, his woman, whatever you want to call it, like 90% of the people usually end up taking the woman's side, the men and the women. But in this case, it's completely different, bro. We got like half and half. I'm seeing men and women saying, no, there's no excuse for her to do this and that. And it's like, okay, people are finally starting to wake up. But it's still so much more that these young men need to hear about what you have to go through when you have a baby by the wrong person, bro. Because dudes just keep giving the same examples over and over as if it's not so much more shit to talk about. But I know why they do that, because dudes don't have a mind of their own. They don't have any original thoughts in their head. So they see one dude get views from saying such and such. So they're like, all right, I'm going to go and talk about the same thing. I'm going to just switch a couple words around, but y'all just making the exact same point. It's different if we're talking about the same topic. Everybody talking about the same topics, but you're not talking about it in your own way. You're not adding your own experiences. You're not adding anything to the conversation. Y'all just get on here and say the same damn thing. It's the same examples over and over and over. And then another thing is dudes will oversimplify things, and this is a big damn problem, especially when you're talking to guys who are young, guys who are like 21 and under, who don't really have that much experience. You can't just oversimplify shit. You gotta break it down as much as possible, get them all the examples that you can think of, and that's what's gonna help them to understand things. So with that being said, is one example that I want to speak on today. Because I noticed some younger guys, and I was one of these younger guys, so I know how it goes, but I know I wasn't the only one. A lot of younger guys who think like this, they will hear the downside of having a baby by the wrong chick, and they'll feel like, okay, so the worst case scenario you telling me is I just can't be in the same house with her every day or in the same house with my kid every day, but we can co-parent and I can still be around my kid all of the time and blah, blah, blah. That don't sound that bad if I still get to see my kid all the time. You know what I'm saying? But these kids don't know that that's not how it usually goes majority of the time. If you don't want to be around her, the minute you decide that, hey, this isn't work, I cannot be successful with this woman by my side, she's not going to let you just go ahead and co-parent and move on with your life. No, that's not how it's going to happen. That is very rare.
And I was like, hopefully me doing this is going to make her be like, all right, here, take your son. You feel me? It's not the case. So I think at this point, it's like, all right, it's so early in my son's life. It's like, okay, cool. He won, he ain't really, he just vibing. I mean, he know what he doing, but like, it ain't that point right now where it's like, okay, if you ain't around this nigga, he like, oh, I don't like my daddy, So that's my main thing. I just don't want it to come to the point where it's like, all right, my pop's not around. You feel me? And that's just my main thing. So
if the minute she sees you don't want her no more, she's gonna say, okay, well, nigga, if you don't want to be around me, then you can't be around your kid. And now she's gonna make it impossible to co-parent. She's gonna try to either force you to deal with her. Now you stuck dealing with her just so you can be around your kid, which is gonna put you in a position where you're stressed out all the time because you dealing with all of her drama and all of her BS. Now you can't be as productive as you need to be. Now you around your kid and spending time with your kid, but the time isn't what you want it to be because once again, you aren't as productive as you want to be because you're spending most of your time arguing with this. So now, yeah, you might be able to be around your kid, but you don't have the money that you want. Your energy ain't right. You ain't able to focus on any of the other things that you want to focus on. You aren't able to provide this kid with all of the things that you envision providing your son or daughter with when you thought about having kids, all because you and this baby mama can't get along. And instead of her saying, okay, let me stop being petty, let me stop being childish, let me either get my act together so we can work out for this kid, or let me just let him do his own thing and we co-parent. They don't say either one of those. They say, all right, nigga, you don't want to be with me? Nigga, I'm going to force you to be with me. Or you not going to be around your kid. Those are the only two options that they come up with. But y'all don't tell these younger dudes this. This is why you really have to be careful and take your time, bro. I'm talking about you got to know a chick for at least a year. I would even push her to say a year and a half, 2 years before you even consider having a kid with her. But when you say something like this to a young guy, they think you exaggerating. They think, man, hell no, I shouldn't have to wait no whole year or 2 years, man. I can see you saying a couple months or 6 months. But to them, a year or two sounds crazy. But trust me, it's not, man. It's really not. It's so many things that you need to get to know about a person, especially if you meet them later in life. Because you can meet them up in high school. Y'all be seniors in high school, and it's already a lot of stuff that you don't know about their past. Imagine you meeting somebody in your 20s, man. You think you're going to get to know her just because y'all done asked each other 1,000 questions and because y'all around each other all the time? That don't mean nothing, bro. You still gonna have to be around her for a long period of time and see her in all different types of situations, because the way this chick acts around you when it's just y'all chilling at the crib, when it's just y'all one-on-one going on dates, is not the way she acts in every other situation. So yeah, that's cool if she behaves a certain way when it's just y'all, but that's not gonna be her whole life. You can't make decisions just based off of that. But these are the type of details that they don't tell the young guys, bro. All types of stuff that really matters, that can make or break your relationship and change everything about the way that you parent your child, change your kid's whole damn childhood. But people don't give the young dudes this game. They just let them find out on their own. They oversimplify it the way somebody did it to them. And instead of them saying, you know what, let me tell these young dudes the things that I wish I would have heard, the things that I wish somebody would have told me, they sit back and say the same bullshit somebody told them. And then when they see you take it the wrong way and misunderstand it because you can't read between the lines, they think that shit is funny. And they just let the cycle continue. Oh, well, nobody told me. Oh, well, he knew better. And that's the other thing that I hate hearing these older niggas say. These older dudes will have more than one baby mama. Let's say a dude got 2 or 3 baby mamas. He'll see this young guy on his first baby mama complaining about what he's going through with his first baby mama, and he won't have no empathy. He'll sit there and just lie and say, oh, well, he knew better. He should have known better. You knew how she was. You knew this. You knew that. No, sir. How the hell did he know that? This was his first damn baby mama. This was his first serious relationship. He didn't know what to expect. Nobody gave him the game, just like nobody gave you the game when you was on your first baby mama and you didn't know better. But nobody had empathy for you and what the fuck you was going through, so now you doing the same thing to him. Because people was telling you, oh, you should have knew better, even though nobody taught you what you was supposed to know. Then you went off and got a second baby mama and a third baby mama. Then you knew better that second time and you knew better that third time. So now you want to put that on this young dude who's on his first baby mama. And that's just not fair. That's so damn disingenuous. But this is what these older guys do all the time. Want to tell this younger guy, oh, you knew better, man. She ain't trick you. She ain't play you. Oh, you better man up. All this shit that they know isn't true because they remember how they felt when they had their first kid, when they were on their first baby mama. They knew it was so much things that they didn't know, that they didn't expect, that they couldn't have seen coming, but they'll still not have no empathy for you because it's just what people do, bro. They love to watch people go through the same things that they went through. But hey, I feel, oh, hold on. I was about to end the video before I gave y'all this one important example, a very important example of how they will make it impossible to co-parent. So let's say your girl is breastfeeding. Let's say y'all get to the point where your girl starts feeling like, or this nigga about to leave me and he about to start just trying to co-parent. She is going to do things like not pump the breast milk. Now, if she doesn't pump the breast milk, how the hell can you feed your kid? Now you can't be alone with the kid because you can't feed the kid because you have no milk to give the kid. So now she's going to make it seem like, oh, you don't never help with the kid. You always want to put the kid on me. You never want to take the kid. But she's intentionally making it to where you can't be alone with the kid because she refuses to pump any breast milk. Do you see what I'm saying? She puts you in a lose-lose situation. Or she'll say, you know what, I'm not going to pump no breast milk. Now that way, I have to be around. Now he's going to have to be around me and his kid if he wants to be around the kid because they know how much you love the kid. They know you're not going to be like, all right, well, you're not going to pump the breast milk, then fuck it then. I'm going to just leave. Nope, you're going to say, all right, well, she's not going to pump the breast milk. Let me sit around here and spend time with the kid. Let me keep begging her to pump the breast milk so maybe eventually one day I can get away from this and not need to be around her every time I'm around my kid. But she knows that's exactly what you're trying to do. So every chance that she gets to stop you from dealing with this kid on your own, she's going to do that. So when she tries to limit you from holding the kid and only wants to give you the kid when she's tired or when she wants to take a nap, she's doing these things on purpose. They're intentionally going out of their ways to make it to where you don't feel comfortable without them being there. They don't want you to feel comfortable not needing them around. They don't want you to build that confidence and see that you can do this parenting thing on your own. Because as soon as you see that, as soon as you realize, oh shit, I don't really need her around. Now you're going to be like, you know what, bitch, I ain't dealing with all this arguing every day. You go ahead, go back to your mama house, go whichever way you want to go. Just let me get my kid. We can break this shit down however you want to do it, 50-50. They don't want that, bro. So they're going to do any and everything they can to avoid that. And you're going to get in the position where you like, damn, now I'm stressed out 24/7 because I can't get no space from this bitch. And she won't say, you know what, let me get my act together so the vibes can be better. No, they like the drama. So now you're in a constant situation where you're always losing. You're either losing because when you're around, you're stressed out arguing with her, or you're losing because when you're not around her, you can't be around your kid and you can't have the relationship that you want with your kid. So you're constantly in a lose-lose situation whenever you have a baby by the wrong damn person. And of course, it doesn't always go like this. So I got to throw that out there again for the not all police. But yes, most of the time, this is the type of shit that happens. And y'all would think that the dude is just a deadbeat and don't want to be around his kid. No, most of the time the dude is leaving the woman and she is taking it out on everybody. Like, f it, you don't want me, then f your relationship with the kid, f everything. Now, with that being said, y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Your boy, y'all.